Should start now. We already waited for 2 to 3 minutes, and whoever wants to join, they will join, and if they have any questions, we will answer those. So thank you all for joining this particular session on what exactly is SAP S/4HANA and why we should think SAP S/4HANA as our career choice. So before I go ahead, I just wanted to introduce myself. First of all, you are able to hear me clearly, right? And you are able to see my screen also very clearly, right? Just unmute yourself and say yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So my name is Vikram, and I'm working in SAP from last 13 years. In this 13 years, I worked on different roles. So by the end of the session, you will also understand what are the different roles SAP consultant has to go throughout the journey of SAP career. Okay, and apart from this 13 years of experience into SAP, from last 4 years, when SAP introduced this new product, we will say SAP S/4HANA is a new product from SAP, which was delivered by SAP in 2015. Okay, so the first version of SAP S/4HANA, SAP came up with in 2015. So starting from around mid of 2016, I started working on SAP S/4HANA. And till date, I have completed multiple project assignments on SAP S/4HANA, as well as the old SAP versions which we were using previously. For example, before SAP S/4HANA, we were using SAP ECC, and before that, there were some other products from SAP called as R3, SAP Business Suite. So there were different products which SAP keep on delivering every few years. So the latest one is SAP S/4HANA. Now, what is the purpose of this particular demo session? To be frank, we are starting a new batch from 1st of August. Okay, and this is mainly for those guys who are completely new to SAP. Okay, so we are saying completely new to SAP. We are not saying they should be completely new to the industry. Okay, so if you got some 5 years, 10 years of experience in some other domains, okay, definitely you will be considered as a beginner in SAP, and that is the reason this course is mainly for beginners. Now, when we started kind of promoting, or maybe we can say we just put it on our website that this is a batch that we are starting, we got a common request that before we go for the course, we want to know what exactly is this particular course all about. What are the career ambitions? Because most of the guys are completely new to SAP. They don't even know what is a SAP career all about. So instead of focusing on what are our courses, I will not do the promotion here. My intention here is just to make you understand what exactly is SAP, who should do SAP, what are the different career paths in SAP, and what is the roadmap and where to start. Right? Those are the points which I will try to make you understand so that you can take an informed decision that whether this is a career for you or not. Right? That is the objective of this particular session. So you can see the headline. It is being SAP S/4HANA consultant, an exciting and promising career choice. Now, being an SAP consultant from more than 13 years, this is my wordings. I'm not saying that this may many other consultants may deviate that no, it is something like they are not enjoying or something. But if you ask me, definitely for me, this is one of the exciting career opportunity and promising. I'll keep on telling you why exactly it is promising. There are a lot of terms which I used in my slides where you will get to know that this career is very promising. Okay, so first of all, I think many of you are completely new to SAP. You even don't know what exactly is SAP. Just you heard from somewhere that SAP is a very good career. So you started looking for where exactly I can learn, and you came to maybe somehow you came to our website. Right? So what exactly is SAP? So first of all, the full form. You can see SAP stands for Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. This is the full form of SAP. Now, most commonly, most of the inquiries that we get, most of those guys who are inquiring for the first time, they don't have anything in knowledge in SAP. So normally they call it as they call it as SAP or SAP. There are even, I got some calls, I want to learn SAP. So this is not SAP, this is not SAP, it is called as SAP. This is very important because even there are many consultants who are certified and they also call it as SAP. Believe me, if you are going in the interview and if you have the habit of telling this word as SAP or SAP, definitely that is the first point where your impression would be down. Okay, so if you just say SAP or SAP, this is not SAP, it is SAP. It has to be very clear, SAP. Okay, and stands for Systems, Applications, and Products in Data Processing. Okay, now what exactly is SAP? So SAP actually is a company. You can see SAP SE. This is a company which is German-based multinational software corporation. Okay, so this company is registered in Germany. Okay, and they have offices all over the world. So even in India, we have SAP Labs, we have SAP India Private Limited. So this is a company who is into development of the ERP software, who is into the development of the enterprise software. You can say ERP and enterprise. When we will go through our first session, in that we will be discussing in detail what exactly is ERP. But as of now, I want to keep it simple. So enterprise software means what? Enterprise software means there are many big companies. You take an example of any manufacturing company, you take an example of any retail company. Okay, so for example, Reliance Industries Limited, for example, Tata Chemicals Limited, for example, Amazon, Flipkart. So what exactly these companies are doing? They are purchasing, they are selling, and there are some manufacturing companies who are doing the manufacturing also. Amazon, Flipkart, definitely they are not doing any manufacturing, but just take an example of the manufacturing companies. So they are purchasing the raw material, they are converting that raw material into the finished product, and then that finished product is being sold in the market. So just think about this, a company having more than 100 branches. Okay, let's take example of again Tata Chemicals. Now Tata Chemicals may have different plants in India, there may be some plants out of India. So these companies cannot use the independent software for each plant. Okay, and even if they are using the independent software for each plant, for sales, for purchase, for manufacturing, for finance, if they keep on using different software, then what will happen? If they keep on using different small softwares, then the information will not be captured at one place and it will be very difficult to generate the reports. Right, so what these companies do, these big companies, most of the big companies, they want one single software which can be used throughout the world. If I have 100 plants throughout the world, I will be using the same software, same database, so that whatever transactions I am doing sitting from Bangalore, I am able to see in US. Okay, my US manager wants to see what is the status in Bangalore. He don't need to be dependent on the software which is being used by the Bangalore, because the same software is being used all over the world. For purchasing also same software, for sales also same software, for manufacturing also there is a common software which is being used throughout the world, and it will give the clear reporting at any point of time. If I want to know what is my status, I can just go, I can see what is my total sales today, what is my total purchase today, who are my top 10 customers. There are a lot of things which the management can take a decision based on. So this SAP SE is a company, it is a German company which develops the software which can be used by big enterprises to control their purchases, their sales, their finance, if this is a project-based industry or if it is a manufacturing industry. So all the things can be done in one single software. Okay, so this is a very big software having a lot of functionalities, and that is the reason SAP Consultant, just saying SAP Consultant is not enough. Within SAP, there are many of the guys who calls us and they say, we want to do SAP. What you want to do in SAP, sir, I'm not sure. I don't know what are the different things in SAP. So After this course, at least you will get a clear idea what are the different career paths in SAP, what are the different modules in SAP, and who should do which course. This would be just a recommendation. It is totally based on your interest area, but it will just give you the some glimpse of what are all the different modules and who should be doing which module in SAP. Okay, so just I think it is very clear now. SAP is nothing but SAP SE is a company, okay, which is a German-based company having offices all over the world, and they are into development of the enterprise software, which can be used all over the world, and you can do purchase related transactions, you can do sales related transactions. Again, these are just examples. I'm not restricting here. There is plant maintenance, there is warehouse management, there are a lot of things which can be done in a single software. That is the biggest thing, and that is the reason this is one of the most like if I ask you which is the most powerful software available in terms of ERP, I think SAP is one of them. I'll not say it is. In many different websites you will find it is number one, but some of the websites claim that SAP is not number one. There are some other ERPs also, but according to me, if you ask me, definitely it is one of the top most SAP ERP which is available in the market, in the world. Okay, even if you just write ERP in Google, most probably 5 to 6 out of the 10 results that you will get will be related to SAP. Okay, definitely there will be the something written about SAP in that particular line, because ERP, when you think about ERP, SAP is the most powerful ERP which is being used in the market today. So most of the bigger companies, whenever they want to implement a single software which can be used all over the world, which can be used for all plants, which can be used to control purchase, sales, everything, then the first name which comes to the mind is SAP. Right? So that is exactly what exactly is SAP. I will give you some time after I complete these few slides so that if you have any questions, maybe now, if you are getting any question, there is a chat screen. You just write your question on the chat screen, and once I complete, I will try to answer your questions. Coming to the next one. Now, this is very important. Whenever you call us and ask us what exactly, or see, I'm just giving my example. It is not only call us. Maybe if you haven't called also, but if you have this type of questions in your mind, then at least they should get answered. So what are the different career paths in SAP? So if I want to do SAP, which module I should go for? So first of all, there are two categories in SAP. There are functional consultants and there are technical consultants. What is the difference? Functional consultants have the domain knowledge. Okay, so if you want to become a functional consultant, the prerequisite is that you have to gather the domain knowledge. What is domain knowledge? Domain knowledge means either you should know how the purchasing process works, or you should know how the sales process works, or if you should know how the manufacturing works, and either you should know how the finance activities are carried out in the company. So if you want to become a functional consultant, either you will go for purchasing module. If it is a purchasing module, then it means it is SAP MM. If you are interested, if you, let's say you got some experience in purchasing department of a particular company, so you know how the purchasing takes place. You know how the requester requests the material that he wants, how the purchasing department creates the purchase order, and how the material is delivered into the stock. So if you know this process, basic process, then you are good to go for the SAP MM related course. At the same time, if you are coming from sales background, if you know how the sales cycle works, if you know how you get the inquiries from the customer, how you send them the quotations, after the quotation, once the customer has given you the sales order, and how you deliver the material to the customer, then you are good to go for sales, which is SAP SD. Similarly, if you are coming from finance background, if you have done BCom, MCom, and you know the debit credit entries, you know how the financial statements, what is the difference between balance sheet and profit and loss, and how companies create their balance sheet and profit and loss. Maybe if you have worked on accounting department, or you are just a fresher, you just know that okay, in finance these are the important things like balance sheet, trial balance, profit and loss. If you are very used to those terms, then you are good to go for SAP FICO module. Right? So this functional consultant, who can become functional consultant? Functional consultants definitely need to have the domain knowledge. If you don't have now, if you want to go for SAP FICO MMSD, along with this course, you have to also build your domain knowledge. Okay, so what we normally do is, before we talk about any particular topic in SAP FICO or SAP MM, we allow you to understand the domain. Okay, so for example, if I'm talking about how to create a balance sheet in SAP, first of all, you should understand what is the balance sheet. Otherwise, it will not make any sense to just see how the balance sheet is created in SAP. Similarly, if you are learning SAP MM module and you want to create a purchase order, first thing you must know what exactly is a purchase order. If you don't know the purchase order process itself, then it will definitely not help you to how it can be done in SAP. Right? So that domain knowledge is very important thing when you go for the functional consultant. So who can do this? This is mainly suitable for commerce graduates if they want to go for FICO module, or engineering graduates with mechanical or production specialization. So they can go for either MM or they can go for PP. At the same time, if you are coming from marketing and sales background, so maybe you have done MBA marketing, you have done BBA marketing, or maybe some sales related courses, or you have some previous background into sales, then you can go for SAP SD, sales and distribution module. Right? So this is for the functional consultants. So very easily, if you want to decide what is good model for me, what is good module for me, then the first thing that you need to see is what is my educational background. Okay, what is my, if I have any experience, what is my experience, which experience is related to which industry. Okay, what domain knowledge I have. If I have the finance domain knowledge or purchasing domain knowledge or sales domain knowledge, based on that you can decide the module, which module you should go for. Okay, but again, there is no restriction. I'm not saying that if you are coming from the sales background, if you are done MBA in marketing, you go for SD only. There is no such restriction. You can select any of the module that interests you. So if you already worked on marketing and sales from years, and now you are tired and you want to change something or you want to learn something new, so instead of going for SAP SD, you can go for SAP MM also. Definitely, I will not recommend someone who is coming from sales background to go for FICO, because if you want to go for FICO, then definitely you need to have debit, credit, balance sheet, profit and loss knowledge. So if you are interested to learn that, fine. But if you find it difficult, that this is not an age to learn accounting, then definitely no need to go for this module. Right? So there is no such restriction. It is all about interest. If you are interested to change your domain, that is completely fine. SAP, there are many such cases. Even if you ask me, my background is also not, my education background is not relevant to what I'm not fitting into the functional consultant. My educational background is totally technical. I have done my MBA in IT. Okay, so I don't have any sales knowledge. I don't had, I mean, so sales knowledge, procurement knowledge, finance knowledge, everything, whatever I learned in the industry when I started working in a company. So when I started working in a company, I realized I'm not enjoying the IT job. I'm not enjoying the technical job. I want to move into the functional roles. So I started understanding accounting. I had various discussion with my accounting team, how exactly accounting works. Slowly, I migrated to my domain to the functional consultant. So why I'm giving you this example? This is just a kind of suggestion to you. Whenever you are selecting the module, it is not necessary that it has to be relevant to your area, but yes, if it is relevant to your area, it will definitely help you to learn it faster. If you already know how sales work, then you only need to understand how the sales will work in SAP SD, right? And it will also help you to get a job. So for example, if you are a fresher and if you learned SAP SD and your previous background was nothing related to sales, then definitely it is little bit difficult to enter into the market. But if you have already good domain knowledge on how the sales process work, and now you learned SAP SD, then definitely this combination will get a priority. So if your background and your module is matching, this will definitely give you a priority. This will definitely give you help while searching for the jobs. Okay, other way around also. So So if you are, I given you my example that my background was technical, then I moved to functional. Even I have seen many examples where you have a good domain knowledge, but you are not enjoying the domain related work. You want to learn something in IT. You want to move your career to IT related things. You want to do the technical stuff. You want to do the coding. So there are many such examples who started working on the domain. Later on, slowly they understood how the coding works and they moved into the technical consultants. So there is no such restriction, but yes, it will definitely help if you select the module which is relevant to your current experience or your current education background. Okay, so what are technical consultants? Technical consultants are having the technical knowledge. For example, they must be either interested in doing the coding or maybe server maintenance, because if you are running the software, definitely that software needs to be installed on a particular server, right? So uptime, downtime of that particular server, keeping the regular backups of that particular server, that is something which is part of the server maintenance. Similarly, data management, you want to do the business warehousing. Okay, you need to have a data warehouse to get the data and store it somewhere. So that kind of stuff, if you are interested in maybe in the network engineers. So these type of IT skills, if you have and you want to continue in your IT domain, in that case you can go for SAP ABAP. This is mainly for those guys who are good into coding, or they have the interest in coding. So they can learn SAP ABAP and they can start doing the coding within SAP. Similarly, SAP Basis is all about the server maintenance, the users creation, SAP PIPO. This is also one of the, I don't want to complicate the things. So PIPO, BRBW, these are all the modules which are relevant to the technical stuff. Okay, mainly suitable for computer and IT engineers who have the interest in the technical side. This interest is very important thing here. Okay, even here also, whatever you are learning, you should have the interest. It should not be only because you heard that it is more lucrative, right? It must be the interest. So everybody will tell you FICO is the most paid module in SAP. But if your background is not into that and you don't have any interest in debit and credit, then what is the point in going for SAP FICO module? Right? So that is very important. Whenever you are taking the decision, think about that also. Then let's come to the career roadmap. So this is just the rough figure, the average figure that I have written, where exactly you need to start, and from the consultant point of view, what is the last stage. After this, there are leadership roles, kind of managers, senior managers. Okay, so up to consultant, these are the different roles. So you start with the junior consultant when you have 0 to 1 year of experience. Okay, and you can see this is just a rough figure that I have entered in terms of the salary, because there are a lot of questions. What would be my salary expectations once I complete this course? So I have the next slide which will talk more into this, but this is just for example. So this is, you can get around 1 to 3.5. So there are some companies who are offering the freshers who are taken as junior consultants, they are offering around 3.5. There are some companies to the freshers who are offering around 5.5 lakh also. But normally the position that they will give you is SAP Associate Consultant. So this junior consultant is available in some of the countries, in some of the companies, but there are some companies who will directly take you to SAP Associate Consultant role, and their salaries will start from somewhere from 4.5, 5, 5.5. There are some companies, minimum salary they offer is 5.5. But again, it is, I don't want to give you very high hopes. It is only maybe 5 to 10% of the guys are lucky that after going through the course or after completing the certification exam, they directly get this opportunity at the good salary. Okay, so normally 85 to 90% of the cases you need to start from here, and you should be prepared for that. There is nothing wrong in that. You are starting a career, and it should not be, you should not be in a hurry to jump to this level. Okay, if you go step by step, it will definitely help you to learn a lot of new things, and it will help you to make your career even stronger. Okay, so you can see that is the reason I have written 0 to 3. So it is not necessary that you have to start from here. Some of the consultants can directly start from here also. Then you have SAP Consultant. Normally, if you have the experience of 3 to 7 years, you can become SAP Consultant. And this is very subjective, okay, because I can show you many consultants who have 6 to 7 years of experience, but they are still earning 5.5, 6 lakh. The reason is they are not upgrading themselves. So just becoming the SAP consultant is not enough. You have to keep on upgrade yourself. You have to learn new technologies. There are a lot of new things which are coming from SAP every day. Okay, so whatever is available today, maybe tomorrow if you see, SAP will tell you there is something which is newly launched. So you have to keep an eye on what is new available from SAP, and you need to see which is relevant to you, and you need to upgrade on that. Then definitely it will help you to be on the higher side. Okay, then you have a senior consultant, and finally SAP lead consultant. So this is again the rough figure. Most of the SAP lead consultants, they are in average 20 to 25 bracket. Okay, and definitely the how much years you need to have to reach at this level is again based on different companies. So some of the companies will give you the lead consultant role in maybe 8 years, but in some of the companies it takes 20 years to reach at this stage. Okay, so I think I completed half the things, and there are a lot of things which I discussed. So maybe before I go ahead, if you have any questions, just unmute yourself and go ahead with your question. Anyone, any question? Just unmute yourself. If you don't want to speak out, just write your question on the chat screen. That is also fine. No questions till now? You understood everything? Anyone here who got some experience already in SAP? Maybe 1 year, 2 years, something like that?
So,
Yeah, hi Tushar.
hello. Hello, sir. So actually, my question is that I am having 6 year experience in marketing. So, whether I will be considered in a fresher or experience.
As far as SAP is concerned, in SAP you are a beginner only, right? But as I told you, you fall in this category. So you are already working under marketing and sales. Okay, you already got some good experience in marketing and sales. So whenever you are going to the market, you will not only go with I am fresher SAP SD consultant. You have to push your CV in such a way that it clearly shows that you know SAP SD, but you have a solid background in marketing and sales also. So which means the combination of this will give you better package, but still in SAP world you will be considered as a fresher. So maybe you don't need to start from here. Maybe some of the companies can directly take you at this level, and they can cross this package level also. Why? Because you already have something in hand. So for example, if you are already earning this much and now you want to enter into the SAP, you can clearly tell them that I have a very solid background in sales and marketing, and I have very good skill in SAP also. So in that case, they can consider your current salary, and based on that, they will be giving you the package. But again, I am very clear. You have to make sure that you have a solid background. Just telling that I have the marketing knowledge, and if you are not able to answer the simple questions in the interviews, then definitely that is not going to help, even in SAP. So SAP, let me be very clear. If you take any course from SAP, anywhere, not only from me, anywhere, if you take the SAP course, and after the course, you think that, okay, now we took a course and we will get a job easily. That is not the case at all. There is a lot of competition in SAP also. But if you make sure that whatever is taught in the class, okay, that is the reason we are keeping the classes only on weekends. We want you to do the practice Monday to Friday. So you have to do the hands-on. If you don't do the hands-on, if you think that, okay, I just take the course, now it is sufficient and I can go into the market, that is definitely not going to work. There is a lot of effort required from your side also. And once you become an expert in a particular area, if you whatever has been taught to you, if you are very clear with your understanding, if you already practiced multiple times in the system also, then definitely you can go in the market. You can tell them that I have a very good background in SAP, and I also know SAP S for HANA very well. And if they're asking 3-4 questions, if you are able to answer those questions confidently, then definitely you will not be considered as a fresher. So although they cannot directly give you the SAP consultant role, from the designation point of view, they may give you this role, but the salary they will definitely give you up to the consultant role. Okay, there are many scenarios in that also. So if you got a very good domain knowledge plus you are new to SAP, that is also going to work. Tushar, I hope I answered your question.
Fine.
Okay, Tushar. Any other questions? Anyone? I asked
Good evening,
anyone
sir.
from SAP background? Yeah, hi. Hi, Lucky.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, Lucky, I can hear you.
Yeah. Good evening, sir.
Yeah, good evening, Lucky. Go ahead.
Yeah. Actually, I have in experience in SAP, but as a user level.
Right, that is also definitely going to work. So if you already know some of the things in SAP as an end user, so you are working in which domain in SAP?
FICO, FIC
Okay, so what transactions you
in
do use
finance.
on day?
Finance.
Yeah, what transactions you use on day-to-day basis?
Mostly payable related, like Myro, B.Sc, F-53.
FB60 Macro, right? F-53. Okay. So this is also definitely going to
Yeah.
help you, because when you go outside, you can tell them that I know the business process very well. And not only business process, I know how the AP process in SAP works. And now I learned how to configure also. Okay. Mainly if your company allows, if you are already working in a company and if they are already using SAP, then definitely there will be the consulting team for your company also. So there are many such cases who are working as accountants today or working in the procurement or the sales team today. After going through the course, they can push their CV to the management that now we want to take a new role, we want to become the consultants. That option is also valid. And believe me, don't worry about the salary. Even if you are getting the same salary for next 1 year, even if you are not getting any promotion, even if you are not getting any hike, no need to worry. Just spend 1 year there so that you are no longer treated as a fresher. Once you get 1 year tag on your CV that I got 1 year of experience in SAP consulting, then definitely it will help you to go out and search the job in the market. Okay, so whoever is coming from the end user background, my first recommendation would be in the same company, try to take the consultant role. Okay, Lucky?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, any other questions?
Yeah, hi sir.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, so I'm a ABAP background of 1 year of experience.
Okay.
Yeah, so which is suitable for me? So I
No,
want
you if you
to
are back, then why you are planning to shift?
no, I
You're
learn SAP as for HANA.
no. Okay. You are already working as SAP ABAP consultant, right?
ABAP, yes.
In a consulting company.
Yeah.
Okay. So in that case, if you just want to upgrade, see, there are two courses that we offer. Number one is for someone who is completely beginner. Okay. So you are not a completely beginner. You are already having
Yes,
some
yes.
knowledge on SAP ABAP. So you just want to upgrade,
ABAP.
upskill training. For upskill
Yes.
training, you can go for SAP ABAP for HANA. The best course for you is SAP ABAP for HANA.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? Okay, if not, let's proceed with the other slides. Yeah. I think someone has unmuted. Snehal, you have any question?
So yes, I appreciate. Thank you. I'm actually I'm a MMWM consultant, and actually I
Okay.
wanted to upgrade my skill because wherever you go, you know, they are asking for S/4HANA.
S/4HANA.
Yeah, even if it
Right.
is
So I
just a
think
MMWM role, they want to know if you know. So if you say yes, you know, then you know you have a better chance, and recruiter will
so.
accept profile.
I think we have two guys here who are already working as consultants, but they are very good examples for you that being the consultant on the old technology is not enough. You have to keep on upgrading yourself, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
Snehal, Snehal, how much years of experience you already got in SAP?
I would say like a 3.5.
3.5 years.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, in that case, again, as I answered, I think I answered to Sai. His question was also same. So we have two courses. One is upskill course, and second is beginners course. So in your case, if again it is totally dependent upon you. If you still feel that there are some areas in SAP MM which I am also not sure in ECC, so I want to do the complete training from scratch, then you can join this batch which is for beginners. So it will be taken everything from scratch to the advanced things. But if you feel that I am already good in SAP ECC, I know most of the things in SAP MM, and I just want to upgrade myself to S4HANA. I want to learn only new things which are new in S4HANA. For that, you can go for our second course, which is for experienced guys. So we have a course called as S4HANA Logistics course, which is mainly for MM and SD consultants who already got more than 3 to 5 years of experience.
Correct. That's my goal is that's what I'm looking for because I already know MMWM very well, and
Yeah, in that
there's
case,
hardly anything
go
that.
for the upskilling.
Mhm. So,
Yes.
if you don't mind, if I can ask it, when you might have that?
Uh, See, as of now, the like dates which are planned are for beginners only.
Okay.
But we also share the videos of our previous batch. Last month itself, we completed one batch on S4HANA Logistics. So if you are interested for just going through the pre-recorded videos, I will send you one link. Just go through that link. Maybe I'll send it to you now itself. You can go through that link and you can register directly on that.
Sure, I will do that. Yes. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyone else who is here to upskill rather than starting from scratch?
Yeah, hello, sir.
Yeah, hi Nilesh.
Yeah, I have experience in MM consultant as 1 year. So I want to learn a new module. So which is module for
Nilesh, if
this?
you Yeah, Nilesh, if you got experience of only 1 year, in that case,
Yes,
I recommend you to go for the beginners course. Yes, up to 3 years, I normally recommend to go for the beginners because experienced one, as I told you, it is mainly
yes,
for someone who has more than 3 years of experience. Otherwise, what will happen is if you go through that course, there are a lot of things which you may find bombarding on you because mostly there are guys who are attending this course more than 10, 15 years also. So the questions that they ask may not be, you may not be able to cope up with those things at all. So anyone who is here with 1 to 3 years of, three is also fine, maybe 2.5 or something less than 3, then definitely I will recommend him to go for a complete course. Okay, from the beginning, because anyways there are you hardly get the chance to work on the 30% of the functionalities, right? So at least those 70% functionalities which you have never got the chance to work, it will be revised once again, that too on S4HANA. Whatever trainings we are going to have, that is completely on S4HANA. We are not going to touch the old system at all. Nobody in the market, most of the opportunities which are available, they are on S4HANA only. Okay, let's go to the
Okay,
next
sir.
one. Yeah, thank you, Nilesh. So this is mainly for beginners. I think we already got few candidates who are coming from the experience background. They can also add. I will request actually Snehal, even Sai and Nilesh, if they also can add their experience. So SAP is a very good career in terms of why exactly SAP is a in demand career. First of all, there is a continuous demand all over the world. So you can see the current situation. The current situation is too bad, but if you see the SAP market, even today also, if you go to LinkedIn, if you go to Indeed, you will find there are a lot of opportunities available throughout the world. Okay, because the reason is, again, if you are good at one thing and you feel that I will survive for next 5 years, 10 years, that is a completely wrong belief. You have to keep on upgrading yourself. If you are upgrading yourself, there are a lot of opportunities. Okay, obviously you are getting good pay compared to other IT careers that you have. Continuous learning. So you can see here, many guys already learned SAP 3 years back. Now they are here to learn SAP S/4HANA. After 2-3 years, they will find again there is something new coming from SAP. So they will again learn something new. So learning will never stop in SAP, right? So that is another thing, because normally what happens if you are doing the same thing from years, you get fed up, you get tired. Everything is same from last 10 years. I'm working on the same transactions and all. But here you get to learn a lot of new things because SAP is coming up with something new every now and then. So continuous learning. Projects are global. Most of the SAP consultants, again, I'll not say most, 50 to 60% of the SAP consultants, if you see their profile in the LinkedIn, you will find that they already got to work on multiple global projects. So sometimes they are in US, sometimes they are in UK. So that is something which is, again, as I told you, not everyone get that chance, but in SAP, the chances are more that you will be getting the global project. So if your ambition is travel a world, then definitely this is a good career opportunity. Okay, and also currently from last few months or few years, there are a lot of freelancing opportunities also available in this SAP career. Okay, which is good. Going forward, maybe 2 years, 5 years down the line, most of the opportunities would be available for freelancing. And if you are an expert in that particular area, then definitely you will get a very jobs. Initially freelancing rates, right? So you are not no more dependent on the job. Yes, you will get the freelancing opportunities when you can show that you have worked on something. So definitely initially you have to work in the company and you have to get the expertise in that particular module. But going forward, after 2-3 years, after 5 years, if you want to do the freelancing rather than working full time, you can do that also. Okay, so now hope you understood what exactly is SAP, what are the different areas in SAP, what are the different career roadmaps in SAP. Now where you will start, how are you going to start your career in SAP? So number one, identify one module. Okay, you have to finalize one module. You cannot be expert in 3 modules at the same time. Okay, this is also one important point which I want to highlight. There are some inquiries that we get. I want to learn FI, MM, and SD. When we ask them which one you want to start, no, I want to start all together. That is completely wrong thing. Even the consultant who has more than 10, 12, 15 years of experience, they also don't know multiple modules. There are very few consultants who have this expertise in multiple modules. So being a fresher, how can you expect that I'll be becoming the expert in FI also, SD also, and MM also? Start with one module. Okay, once you are in the industry after 5 years, 6 years, if you feel that yes, I'm now ready to learn something new, then you go for the second module, then the third module, based on your career years, how many years you completed in your career. But if you say on day one that I want to learn everything, that is not possible, because even one topic, one module itself is so vast that even a consultant who has 10 years, 15 years of experience, he also knows only 70% of the SAP functionality. Right? So that is very important. You have to select one module and you have to be expert in that. How will you become expert? Definitely you need to learn, and definitely you need to practice. Learning is not just listening. So you are currently listening to me, but as till the time you don't follow it till the time you don't practice in the system, it is not going to make you expert. So you have to become an expert. You have to do a lot of practice in the system. You have to try different scenarios so that in an interview, if someone is asking you how this process works, it should be very clear in your mind. And then only you will land at the opportunity. If possible, get certified also. This is optional, okay, but recommended. So now if you are worried that, okay, if I want to get certified, then in the market, people are charging 4-5 lakh rupees to get certified. No need to worry. Once you go through our training, SAP has now provided the option that you can just pay the certification exam fees, which is close to 45,000. Only by paying that much fees, you can write the certification exam. So your total investment to get certified, which was 4 to 5 lakhs just 2 or 3 months back, now it is coming to around 75 to 80,000. In 75 to 80,000, you can become certified. But again, if you are finding it difficult, it is not necessary. There are many companies who will take you as a fresher and they will sponsor your certification also. Okay, but again, only if you are an expert in that particular area. If you just gone through the training without doing anything, and if you are not able to crack the interview, then definitely they will also not take you. Okay, so once you get this expertise, if possible, get certified. Once you are certified, create and upload the CV. This is very common step. I think everybody knows. This is very important point. Be open to work for small startups. This is a problem even today. I see many different consultants who keep on posting in LinkedIn that we are looking for opportunities. We are SAP certified, and from last 2 years we have not received the job. I am giving you my live example. I approached them, two or three consultants. I personally approached them. I told them I have opportunity. I got my own startup. Okay, I told them I have the opportunity, but initially because you don't have any exposure, okay, you will be paid less. They want this salary, okay, they want up to this 5 to 8 lakh of salary without any knowledge, that too with the startup. Startup will never pay you this much amount. This much amount, if you are lucky, as I told you, only 5 to 10% of the companies, they will pay you this as a starting amount. But other companies who are the startups, they don't have this much budget. Okay, and you are not the critical resource for them so that they can pay you this much. You are just starting your career. You will be actually learning from them. So if you are learning, then why are you expecting this much salary? So that is a very important point. Be ready to start. Be open to work for the small startups. And if it is a small startup, it itself means they don't have much of budget. Okay, so whatever salary they are providing, think what you will learn in terms of the knowledge. Don't worry about the salary for first few months or few years of your career. So after going through this course, if you are getting opportunity that a company is a startup, but they got very good projects, okay, but they are offering not much. They are offering the beginner salary, the associate consultant kind of salary. Don't hesitate. Okay, at least get that job. At least start working on that, and parallelly you start searching for other jobs also. At least you will be in the industry. You can tell the other companies that I'm already working, I'm already getting this much amount. So definitely you will get better than that amount in the other company. I think this is a big problem in the industry, and that is the reason many consultants who are certified also, they are struggling because their hopes are very high. And the reason is because they already invested 4 to 5 lakh in the certification itself. And they were told by the authorized training partners that initial salary that you will be getting is 6 lakhs. So they got that expectation in mind. That is the reason they are struggling. So this has to be very clear. It is not a shortcut. If you want to start a career in SAP, it takes time. Okay, learning is not enough. Once you learn, you have to practice, if possible, get certified, and then you have to start from the small startups. So it will take 1 or 2 years to stabilize your career. And once you are in, okay, the good thing is there is no shortcut. And once you are in this career, then sky is the limit. Right? I can show you many examples. You see the LinkedIn profiles of SAP consultants. in 10, 15, 20 years, see their positions, what exactly they are doing today. So only thing is, just because you are not getting good salary on your first few months, don't throw the jobs away. Whatever job opportunity you are getting, bag it, okay, and just make sure that parallelly you are also searching for the better job. Instead of saying no, start working on that, learn something new, and parallelly start searching for the other jobs also. Okay, and last one, keep an eye and explore new technologies. This is important. So once you complete the course, once you get a job, don't think that, okay, now my career is stable. If you want to, if you want your career to become stable, then definitely you need to keep learning on the new technologies. Okay, and whatever new technologies you are learning, try to implement in your projects wherever you are working. Okay, so now coming to, I think there were some questions which were asked how this training would be different. I think let me just summarize. So we'll be providing you the training. We already have the content. Maybe I will share the slides with you, whatever I presented today, and I will provide you the links also of the certification and the training courses that we provide. Okay, so we will make sure that the training is provided. We will make sure each and every topic is covered in the training. We will also make sure that you get a regular real-time dummy projects so that you have enough work to practice in the system. We also provide the optional internship if you are interested, and during the course, if you want to do the internships with us, that is also possible. We can discuss this separately. Certification preparation definitely is part of our course by default. So whatever topics we'll be discussing, we'll make sure that each and every topic within the certification exam is covered. And we will also help you in registering for the certification exam if you want. And we will make sure, this is 100% guaranteed, that you will clear the exam also. CV preparation, once you complete all these steps, we will definitely help you to prepare your CV, mention those points which you have learned during the training, and whatever context we have. Again, this is not a commitment, right? I'm not the person who will tell you I will be providing you 100% opportunities, 100% job placement. These are all bullshit. Don't go with this. Anyone who is telling you that I will provide you the job, just ask him to be written on the paper, legal paper, and see what happens. So no one can commit you the job opportunity. If someone is telling you, be very careful. Instead of paying the lump sum amount, take an informed decision. Okay, so I will definitely help you. Whatever contacts I have, I'm working with multiple consulting companies. I'm taking corporate training, so I get the number of inquiries that do you have this kind of students in your course who are doing this training, because we have the requirement of the junior consultant. Definitely I will try to push you here, but again, no commitments, right? Finally, these are the courses that we are starting from 1st of August. So it is finance, sales, sourcing, and procurement. These are all for beginners, right? So batch is starting on 1st of August. And the duration, this is approximate duration, total duration. Okay, we are only going to take the trainings on weekends. So instead of duration days, let me write hours. So it would be around 50 hours. Okay, which will take around 2.5 to 3 months to complete. Okay, as I told you, if you want more details on this, I will send the link of each and every course. You can go through that, and if you have any questions, you can contact us on the email ID which we use to communicate with you. Okay, any questions, any comments? Anyone wants to share his knowledge if you are coming from the experience background?
Hi, sir.
Yeah, Teja.
Sir, actually, I am certified in ECC, and I am working with an Indian startup as an associate consultant.
Mhm.
but in certification I was not much aware of what are the backend tables and how we should write a logic and how we should pull the data from tables and which will be the easiest way. All these things I am not aware, and I totally forgot after getting into job what is like core FICO. So what can I opt for now?
No, my question would be again same. Are you comfortable on the other functionalities of SAP?
Sorry, sir.
Are you comfortable on other functionalities of SAP MM? Let me show you one thing. See, this is the course. These are the different courses. So you can see for SD, for MM, and that is a common case. What you said now, that is a common case. What happens is when you are focused on certification, you must have taken the certification from the authorized training institute, right?
Yes, sir. Exactly.
How much you paid?
I paid 3.5, sir.
3.5, right? So that training
Yes,
that you took now, that was certification oriented. Okay, the only objective of that training was to give you the certificate, right? And that is the reason there were many practical things which were not covered in that training, right? So tables and
Yes,
all
sir.
these are
Exactly.
very common. You are working in the industry, you must know all these things. Even in the interviews, many times they ask you this thing. Even if you tell them I'm certified, for them certification has no value. Ultimately, whether you will be able to work on the project or not, that is more important for them, right? So
Yes, sir.
if you, I'll come to your question, but I just wanted to highlight one thing here. Why it is not getting opened? Yeah. So you can see here, we divided our course into 3 parts. You can see module 1. You can see this module 1. Now these are the
Yes, sir.
topics you never heard about till now. Even if you are certified, you must have not heard about these topics, right? Do you know what is Activate? Do you know what is HANA? Do you know what is, because these are new topics, because these are S4 HANA topics, right?
Yes, sir.
And then
Yes,
you
sir.
must have understood on module 2. You might be knowing all these things, inventory management. These are all MM related things, right?
Yes, sir.
These are the things which will prepare you for the certification exam. Okay. But after that, if you see the
Yes.
last thing, module 3, this is where you are struggling, you are saying, right? LSMWs, BDCs. This is where you need the tables. You can see list of SAP tables. So in short, if
Yes, sir.
you
Correct.
feel that you are really confident on the SAP MM related things, then I can provide you the option to only join the remaining part of the course. Okay, so module 1 and module 3 is required for you. Module 2, if you think that you already know most of the things, then you can skip this module 2.
Sir, actually, I am FICO Associate Consultant, sir.
Oh, you are SAP FICO. Okay, in that case, there is a separate course. But again, the module 1 and module 3 is common in all. So this is for Associate FI Consultant. Sorry, this is slow today. This one. I'm not able to open this link. I don't know what is wrong, but
Not
my
an issue,
answer would
sir. I have
be
already
same.
gone.
If you
I have
already
already gone through that content.
Okay. So Teja, how many years of experience you got?
Sir, initially I worked as an end user for 4 years, sir. So then after I have did my certification and I got into domestic company as an associate consultant, sir. It's been 1 year.
Okay, if it is only 1 year, I will suggest you to go for the entire course. In finance, there are a lot of changes. Even the functionality wise, there are a lot of changes. So not only tables and all, functional, even ledger, currencies, GL accounts, there are a lot of changes. So again, if less than 3 years of experience, I recommend you to go for the complete course. If you have more than 3 years of experience, then I recommend you to go for the upskilling course.
Okay, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, in beginners course, what and all, like like leaving the content behind, like what is the extra thing we'll be getting, sir? Like any dummy projects we'll be handling, like anything like that?
Yes, yes. As I told you, you will be getting the dummy projects. I told you here now. So we will help you in these things. Doing the dummy projects, if you want, you are already working, so you don't need this. This optional internship is mainly for those guys who are just passed out and they are not working, so that they can at least they can start getting involved in the SAP projects on day-to-day basis. Okay, and certification preparation also, we will help you in registering for the certification if you want for S/4HANA certification. And then even the PDFs that are required in order to pass the certification. So we have got some PDFs which will be shared with you so that you can prepare on your own for the certification exam. And we will be also having the exams, regular exams that we will conducting, kind of the same exam that you will get in the SAP certification. So when you answer those questions, you will become more confident to write the certification exam in future.
Okay, sir.
Okay, apart
So,
from that,
sir,
we are also getting from our side
sir,
with step.
yes.
Yeah.
One more query, sir. Sir, after doing this, getting this course completed and learning all these things, so what can I proceed with, sir? Should I wait for the market to stabilize, or can I take the step to switch the company?
No, no, no. No need to wait here. If you are getting good opportunity, why you should wait?
Like as in considering the current situation, no one will be accepting
No,
3 months of notice period, sir.
no. That is a see that you have to take the decision case on case basis. So if company is ready to wait for 3 months, then you have to take the decision. If they are not waiting, then it is not a decision with you, right? It is a decision with company then in that case,
Okay,
right?
sir.
But make sure that wherever you are applying, the company's status is stabilized, right? In this period, if you are already having a good company where you are currently working, and if you are getting the opportunity where you don't know whether they will be able to provide you the salary on time and whether they will be able to sustain you for a long time, if that is the case, then I will recommend you to stick to your company. So it is case to case basis, based on where you are
Actually,
getting the opportunity. Based on that, you need to take the decision.
actually, sir, current company is good in paying salary and all, but the major thing is I am all like it is only product based company. So wherein as we are only concentrating on their own products, we are not working on the standard SAP configurations, implementations, and projects and all.
No, but
So
even then also, if you are working in the product based company, at least whatever applications you are supporting, if you get expertise in that, that is also good. But again, it is the decision which needs to be taken on case to case basis. So maybe if you want, we can have a discussion tomorrow where you can tell me your current situation, and based on that, what opportunities you got. Based on that, we have to take the decision rather than just saying whether to look for the job or not. We definitely need to look for the job if you want better career prospect, but at the same time, you should only consider those opportunities which you know are trustworthy, right? That is very
okay, sir.
important.
Okay, sir. Tomorrow at what time can we connect, sir?
Just ping me on WhatsApp to my team and they will arrange a call.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time, sir.
Okay.
Hello,
Yes, Akshay.
sir. What is the difference between recorded lectures and regular online lectures?
See, recorded would be currently what you are attending is a live session. So you are able to ask your questions, right? Recorded is once the session is over. This session, once it is over, I'll be uploading on YouTube. Okay, just for example. So when you go to the YouTube and watch the video, you are not allowed to ask the question there, right? You will not be able to ask the questions. You can watch, but you are not allowed to ask the questions. That is the difference. So this, after this meeting, this session will become the recorded session. Now it is a live session.
Okay. Only this difference.
Yeah. Only that difference.
And
Yeah. So the
one
recorded
more
session
question.
that you, yes.
In recorded lectures, shall I get these benefits like CV preparation, internship?
That is case to case basis. Certification preparation, yes. Internship also, if you want, yes. But normally CV preparation and your questions and answers, normally, because we don't get, see, to be frank, if you are attending the online session, I will be having a good rapport with you. But if you are just going through my videos, I will never know you, right? Then how can I recommend to my consulting company that you are a good consultant? I will never get an idea to know you, right? That is the difference. Certification preparation, definitely yes. We will be providing you the PDFs. We will be providing you the kind of questions which are asked in the exam. Even if you want internship, we are also open for that. But normally for CV preparation and all, we also need to understand where are you good at. We need to have some interaction, right?
Yes, sir, right. Okay. Then how much the server charges for monthly server charges? Like
Monthly server charges, normally we don't provide the server on our own. We arrange it through the third party. And that third party charges around 1800 per month.
okay, okay, fine, sir. No problem. Thank you, sir.
Okay, any other questions before we stop today?
I had one question, sir.
Yeah.
So, well, I was just I was looking at the videos and uh, well, what do I say? So with this lecture starting on the first, I was wondering, because I have a little bit of experience in experience in SAP. I'm not sure whether, yeah, I was looking at the videos. The videos did seem good pace to me. Do you have any other facility with, like, a person takes videos and then if a person has a doubt, they could what they say, they could clear the doubts offline or through some other medium?
Yes, that is also available. So if you just want to go for videos, you can do one thing. See, these are self-recorded videos. So for example, if I want to go for this particular course, okay, so if I just click on this, the next thing system will ask you is whether you want 2 hours of doubt clarification.
Okay.
Okay, so once you go through the sessions, after that, if you want to have one-to-one session with me or based on the course which you are selecting with any other trainer, that would be separately chargeable.
Okay, okay, all right. And so that would be, so you were saying it could be you or it could be some other trainer as well?
No, it is based on the training. So if it is finance, if it is most of the courses, MMSD, I am the trainer. So if that is a course, then definitely it would be with me.
Okay.
But there are some other technical courses also which we offer. So for that, we have a technical course. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool, cool. And similarly, in that case, if a person needs any assistance with, passing on the CV to your contacts, that would be possible? Or that again is you'll obviously review it, I guess, once a person, when you speak to a person, you're looking at their CV and background, you'll be able to suggest.
Yeah, just getting the CV is not enough now. We definitely need to have the interaction to understand each other too.
Absolutely,
Yeah, see,
absolutely.
whenever I submit your CV to my consulting companies, they are taking you on my trust, right? It should not happen that I don't know you, I just forward your CV and later on he came to me and said what CV you sent to me, right? So that will unnecessarily create a problem.
Very true, very true. The only thing is that my when I was looking at these videos, I mean, it may be the I am with the weekend sessions, I was actually thinking of doing it quickly. So when I was looking at these options, the options that you have is on weekends, isn't it? So weekends would be Saturday and Sunday, 2 hours, isn't it? Something of that sort.
Right. It will be on Saturday,
So
Sunday. Yes.
yeah, yeah. All right. Well, anyway, if I have any other questions, I'll get in touch with you offline.
Definitely, definitely. Yes.
Thanks, Vikram. Thanks, sir.
Okay. Okay, then thank you all of you for attending this session. If you have any further questions, you can WhatsApp or you have our mail ID. You can just forward to that.
Can I ask questions?
Thank you.
If you don't.
Thank you.
Yes, yes. Go ahead, actually.
Sir, for FICO, who is the trainer? You or any other consultant?
No, these 3 modules which we are starting, I am the head trainer. So I'll be doing the most of the part. For some of the topics, I may, some means it would be around 10